Hello, GCC. We are back in chapter 10 talking about the mole and doing some calculations. This is a very mathematical chapter. Go ahead and grab your calculator and your periodic table. We're going to need it for this next topic from chapter 10 on percent composition. We like percent composition, so you're going to see this on your exam. So you need to know this. Percent composition problems are really pretty simple. It's a percent, and remember, a percent is always part over total times 100. The part over the total times 100. So percent composition, we're dealing with the composition of a compound. So we're going to look at the part that's an element over the total compound. Okay, so the element over the compound. The element is part of the compound. All right, and we're doing mass percent. So we're going to need to get the masses from the periodic table. Basically, we're looking at the mass percent of each element in a compound. You divide the total element's molar mass by the total compound's molar mass and then times 100. So the percent is going to be mass of the element over mass of the total compound times 100. Let's use water as our example because that's really easy. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is add up the total compound's mass, H2O. So that's 2 H's and 1 O. If you add those up, we get there's a 16.00 for oxygen plus 2 times 1.01, which is 2.02. Add those together and we get 18.02 grams for water. That's the total mass. Okay, so that's going to be in the denominator. All right, now let's do the percent hydrogen. How much hydrogen is in water? Well, there's 2 H's. We just said 2 H's is 2.02. So we're going to take 2.02 grams of H. If you can look at my cursor. 2.02 grams of H divided by 18.02 grams of water and then times 100 because it's a percent. And we have to look at our sig figs. 2.02 has 3 sig figs. 18.02 has 4 sig figs, but we go with the least, which is 3. So our answer is 11.2% hydrogen. Water contains 11.2% hydrogen. That's it. It's small because H is small. Now let's do percent oxygen. There is 1 oxygen in water, so that it would be 16.00 grams of oxygen. Remember to write those zeros down. We've talked about this before. Those are sig figs. 16.00 grams of oxygen divided by 18.02 grams of water times 100. Sig figs. We got 4 sig figs and 4 sig figs, so the answer needs 4 sig figs. The answer is 88.79% oxygen. So note, the percentages for your compound should add up to about 100. This adds up to 99.99. That's about 100, yeah. So we did it right. So again, you take your grams of element over the total compound grams times 100. All right, now it's your turn to do an example with something a little more complex. We're going to do the percent composition for TNT, that's dynamite. C7H5 in parentheses NO2 with a 3 subscript. First thing you need to do is add up the total mass of TNT. So that would be how many carbons? 7. How many hydrogens? 5. How many nitrogens? 3, because it's NO2 in parentheses with a 3. So 3 nitrogens. And how many oxygens? 6. 6 oxygens. Add all that up and get your total. Okay, you're back. So hopefully you added that all up. And hopefully you got 227.15 grams for the whole compound. Now you're going to take each element, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen. There are 4 elements. Take each element's mass over that total times 100 to get your percent. Okay, so pause here and work this out on your own. Really, you should try this because you're going to see this on your exam. Make sure you can do it on your own. And we're back. So I'm going to put up the answer. Again, the total molar mass for TNT is 227.15 grams per mole. The percent carbon, there are 7 carbons. So we take 12.01 times 7 to get 84.07 grams. Divide by the 227.15 total times 100 gives us 37.01% carbon. 4 sig figs. For percent hydrogen, we have 5 hydrogens. So that's 5.05 grams divided by the total 227.15 grams times 100 gives us 3 sig figs, 2.22% hydrogen. The nitrogen, we have 3 nitrogens. So that's 42.03 grams of nitrogen divided by the total 227.15 grams times 100 equals 18.50% nitrogen, 4 sig figs. And last of all, 6 oxygens, which is 96.00 grams, divided by the total 227.15 grams times 100 equals 42.26% oxygen. Add all those up together, you should be right at 100, 99.99. Okay, so this is again called percent composition. We like this. Do expect to see it on an exam. All right, goodbye. See you in the next video. Good luck.